Age, congratulations to you. I'd like to ask you the meaning and the significance of your statue being publicly unveiled the same day that we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his legacy. Can you talk a little bit about how that makes you feel to have that kind of coincide in light of everything that happened last year?
Yeah, I mean, it just, kind of still numb to it, honestly. Of course, this is a day that we recognize, the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, and to have something like this be brought to light today is definitely an honor. I even mentioned in my speech where my grandmother couldn't even walk on this campus. She couldn't even get to where she needed to go at a quicker route. She had to walk around, and if she was here today to see her whole granddaughter has a statue where she once could not walk, it goes to show how, you just plant seeds, and that's what it's all about. And that's something that we stood by last year in the bubble. Angel McCarthy actually brought that to light to me is, change doesn't happen overnight, but you want to be a part of something that plants seeds. So later on down the road, little Black girls can come back and look at that statue and say, wow, like she was her, but at the same time, she was in her community as well. And I think that's the beauty of it all. And I'm taking it all with grace, hopefully, and just, it's just truly a blessing. And for it to fall on MLK Day is just something that's truly special to me.
Thank you.
Rick, and then we'll go to Pete.
Hello, Asia. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Along those same lines, what does it mean to you that on Wednesday, a member of your sorority is going to be sworn in as the first female vice president of the United States?
Like, it doesn't even seem real. I feel like coming off of a year that we had and the years that we had leading up to 2020, hearing that still does not seem real. And it's amazing just to be a part of something like that, to be living in the moment, to see the change that we are about to soon see and go through, and to have Soror Harris, come Wednesday, have her moment. I kind of wore my white, hoping that I could sprinkle a little something. But like, just to see that, it's truly just amazing. And in her speech, she said, I might be the first, but I won't be the last. That is so true. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the WNBA or an athlete. It could be a lawyer, a doctor. It could be a vice president or president. It just opens eyes to so many young Black girls that, they have so many role models now, and that's what it's all about. Like, I'm going to always be unapologetically me and everyone else. And I just hope that, those young Black girls see the role models that are here in front of them, because I still look up to so many.
One more thing, Asia. What was your reaction the first time that you laid eyes on your statue?
My reaction, it was quite funny. I actually got a text message from someone that used to be our manager here, Kyle, and he sent me a picture of it. And I was like, oh, like, wow, you ruined the surprise, because I was on the flight coming here. And he was just like, oh, no, wait, no, I didn't. And he just felt so bad, but I was just in awe of it, because I saw it in Chicago at NBA All-Star. And I was just like, wow, like, that's me, but I don't know if that's really me. And then when I actually saw it, I'm like, wow, like, that's my facial expressions, that's my hair. And it's just truly amazing to just see that all, pan out. Like, I mean, you see statues all the time. Like, I've seen a bunch of statues, but when it's one of you and you're like, oh my God, that is how my mouth looks when I shoot a basketball, it's pretty amazing to see that.
Thank you.
Well, hey, Asia, how are you?
Oh, wow.
Good. Rick asked the last question that I wanted to ask, but I was just wondering too, did you ever really truly believe, I know you heard about it at your graduation, did you truly believe this moment would occur, that there'd be a statue of you on your campus for the things that you accomplished?
Oh, no, not at all. Even when President Pastides said it at graduation, it still didn't seem real. I was just like, okay, like, whatever, this is just a joke. Like, how things get out all the time. But then when I actually saw the mold of it, and I'm like, wow. And when I saw Coach Staley in the donations, I'm like, oh, this is really coming to life. Like, this is about to be real. And to finally see it out there and to cut the ribbon, I still can't believe it. It's been funny. Every time I've been here since Thursday, and I'm like, we can't go downtown because I don't want to see it right now. So I just really wanted Monday to be a great day for me and my family to see it. And yes, you see pictures, but it's nothing like actually being there. So it's amazing to truly look at. And I'm not just saying that because it's me.
Matt, and then Eric.
Asia, it wasn't too long ago we were watching you commit to South Carolina. You know, you're only 24 years old. And so I'm wondering that day when you were at Heathwood Hall saying, I'm going to go to the University of South Carolina, if someone had told you that day, hey, in about 7 years, you'll have a statue outside Colonial Life Arena, what would high school Asia Wilson say to that?
She would probably laugh, like, you're out of your mind. Like, there's no way that could even happen. Like, who even does that? I think she would be very, like, weird and confused, weirded out actually and confused, but it's something really special to see it all come into play. Like, let alone, she probably would have been weirded out about even going to the WNBA. So high school Asia was strange, but you know, here we are, here we are with the whole statue and things, and it's pretty cool. I'm definitely grateful to just be one of just a select few with statues.
Eric and then Michelle.
Congratulations on all your success. Did you at first, do you think it's kind of crazy that at 24 you got a statue? Usually these kind of ideas are discussed over a decade or 2 decades. Then when you're 40 and retired from the WNBA, all of a sudden they decide to go ahead and erect a statue. And B, do you stop to think about how much it means as far as they don't generally they retire numbers for great players, but to get a statue, you obviously have just, really affected a lot of people and really been such a great ambassador for the school off the court as well as on.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with B. Yeah, B is when you say that, like, I remember just telling myself, I was like, I got a statue for, I was pleased with the jersey retirement. Like, I was gonna wait the years and just like go there and see my jersey hanging up in the rafters. But to see a whole statue, it's something just amazing. And the mere fact that, everyone that was behind it 100% gave it a go and a thumbs up, it's just something that I can't even honestly put into words. Sometimes, like you said, it takes a minute for some people to get a statue. So like this morning, I woke up and I was like, am I okay? Like, am I alive? I was like poking through, make sure I wasn't a ghost, like reliving something. So I'm definitely happy to actually be here. And, we always talk about giving people their flowers while they're still here, because we all have a bad habit of loving someone when they're gone. And this is truly something special. I feel loved, and I'm just so grateful to be in the moment. And hopefully from the generations from now, I can come back and just see and look at just the legacy that not only I've made, but my teammates and this university has done as well.
And how about receiving it at such a young age, being only 24?
Yeah, it's definitely something special. To be 24 right now, I'm pushing 25 in August, but to be 24 with a whole statue, I don't know a lot of people can say that. So that's at least something that I can check off of my list of having a statue pretty early.
You're still counting half years.
Yeah.
You're still counting half years. Okay.
Yeah, my half birthday's coming up.
Michelle and then Ashley.
Yeah, congratulations, Asia. I'm wondering, you knew what a big deal it was for Dawn's life as well when you guys won the national championship in 2017, and obviously she was a big part of this statue. I know you guys have this sort of teasing relationship, but can you just talk about what it means, you think what it means to her to have one of her players out here and why that was important to her?
Yeah, I was actually really hoping she was going to cry when she was giving her speech, but she didn't. But I can only imagine what's going through Coach Staley's head. And I just can't even get over the fact how much she really honestly helped me through all these years before when she was recruiting me when I was here. And now that I'm in the pros, like, she's truly like my second mother. And this is one of the many people, but definitely the statue's dedicated to her, because without her, there will be no Asia Wilson. The one that you see unapologetically sitting here, it would not be, it's a piece of her as well. She made me so comfortable to be who I am and never back down, because everyone on this phone knows that Coach Staley's going to be herself no matter what. I don't care if it's her highs or lows. She's going to be Dawn Staley no matter what. And it rubs off on me. It rubbed off on me as well. And I even find myself sometimes talking and sounding like her, and I'm like, ew. But it's what she's had on me. It's the effect that she's had on me. So it's truly special to share this moment with her and all my coaching staff as well.
Asia, if I could real quick follow up on, have you thought very much about what you think the WNBA season will look like? Obviously, you guys went through the bubble last year. We're still dealing with COVID-19. I know a lot of decisions are still to be made, but what are your thoughts on what you think it may be like?
I have no idea. At this point, I just stopped even giving things a look because it changes every time while we're in this pandemic. But I just want whatever's safe for us to still be us and allow us to do whatever we need to do to get the job done. So I hope it looks normal. But then again, at the same time, we did pretty well in the bubble. So I don't know. I don't know. But I hope that we just have an opportunity to play and to do us and be us.
Thank you.
Ashley and then Cameron.
First of all, congratulations. When you look back and reflect on this journey to get to this point, what do you appreciate most?
I appreciate the people beside me. I appreciate the village that helped bring A'ja Wilson together. I can honestly say that I don't have a lot of yes men in my circle. They're gonna tell me straight up what needs to be done. If I look a mess, they'll let me know. If I played a mess, they'll let me know. And I think they helped me mold the statue out there, the person that I am today. So that is something that I am forever in debt to everyone that's been along this journey, no matter what. And I mean, I lost a few people, I gained a few people, and that's the beauty of it all. So I would have to say just the village that helped bring me up and the people that I met along the way is people that I just really dedicate the statue to as well.
Thank you.
And then Matt.
A'ja, you got a lot of other fan bases talking when these pictures came out, and I'm just wondering, would you like to see other schools honor their women's college basketball greats in ways like this as well, who also have rich histories?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is something that, women's basketball is on the rise. It's always been, but it's really starting to pop and cook now. And I think now is just the perfect moment to kind of get that, just generate good energy towards women's basketball. Because I mean, we go through so much, man, we get hit with everything in the book, but I would definitely love to see that because I feel like everyone deserves it. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that deserve one before now, but it of course comes from whatever they have going on, but I would love to see that. And I'm just grateful to have my own here in Columbia.
Matt and then Aislinn.
I thought Matt just went.
Yeah, I just went, sorry, Dana. That was my only question.
Aislinn, and then we'll close it out with Michelle.
Hey, A'ja, congratulations. How much were you involved in the making of your statue?
I wasn't involved at all. I just I saw the end of it. I saw when A'ja was still in clay. I guess that was what you would call it. And I just remember going to Chicago and Julie was like moving my hand, and I'm like, what in the world is this about to look like? And so yeah, that's pretty much. I remember just saying like I had to take a lot of pictures, and I think we were playing Chicago Sky, and I had to take pictures, and Julie came to my hotel room before a game. So it was very weird, but at the same time, I love the final product. She did a great job, and I knew she would. But it was just cool to kind of see. I did have a saying, no shin guards. Could not have that in the statue, did not need little kids pointing at saying, what's that on her leg? So yeah, I did kind of have little says in it, but I wasn't really that involved into it. And I could appreciate that. I think it looks great.
And last question to Michelle.
Yeah, A'ja, I'm going to make Diana mad and sneak in 2 questions here. Forgive me. But the first is, if you could say what it means to you to be a female athlete in an athletic statue, because we just don't see that many. We see a lot of male athletes. Obviously, George Rogers is there at South Carolina. What does that mean to you? And then a completely different question, if you can just talk about the Aces new ownership. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, to be a female athlete and have a statue, like you said, a lot of people don't see it, and I'm just glad to kind of be in the beginning of it, because hopefully later on down the road we have a lot more, and it becomes the norm of just good people deserve a statue, and that's what it's truly about. And I think hopefully when we look back, we'll be like, okay, now we have more. It's starting to get even. But I'm definitely just blessed to be, the few that has one, especially here in my hometown. Like I love Vegas, and it'll be cool to have one out there. But it's nothing like just anytime you come home and knowing that you're here, because I'm not really here a lot often anymore. So to kind of know that I'm still kind of here is always a good feeling. And when it comes to Mark Davis, I'm super, super excited for him to join our team and for me to join his team at the same time, and just the future. I'm so excited. I'm happy where I am in Vegas. I'm just excited. I don't know what else to say. When I first heard about it, I was very, very excited. And we had a little talks here and there, but to see it all plan out and work out in this way, I'm super excited for 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you, A'ja. Thanks, everyone.